Okay, still don't hear no, see no desktop audio though. Hmm. Hopefully that picks up. Should have sound somewhere in here. Up, 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 up. It'll load 100 years from now. It is Star Citizen. Okay, sound picked up. Okay. Okay.
Gonna torture yourself again with this mess?
Yes, I am. I am into torture on a Sunday. I know it's hard to believe, but oh, I don't have my controller turned on. Whoops. Oh, goodness. In VR, I have got to run the controller because, let me guess, batteries in it are dead.
Have you heard of an Oculus exclusive called Lone Echo?
Yes. Let me guess. Batteries are dead. Of course they are. Hang on just a second. Arrgh. Crash batteries. Fresh, I say. I just got to put them in the right way. All right, kids. Oh, one problem after another. Should have checked it. I didn't. Oh, come on. All right now. All right. Yes. I am aware of Lone Echo. No, I have never played it though. All right. Whoops. Will you prickle it? Next time, get out of the room. Frame rates are not great, but
Its sequel, Lone Echo 2, was just released.
was it?
Absolutely gorgeous for a VR title.
Yeah, well, I won't be playing it because I don't have my Oculus no more. Although you can purchase them still. If I was to load back in the Oculus software, I could actually play it on this headset, but I got to use their software to purchase it, and that ain't happening. I'm not putting their software back in the machine. So, though this will play Lone Echo, it just, you have to use Oculus software to be able to purchase it. And I don't care about purchasing any of their frame rates aren't terrible.
Which headset are you using?
This is the HP Reverb 2. I broke down and bought one, I don't know, 2 weeks ago. They were on sale in the Microsoft store for $449. So for that price, I thought it was worth buying. I wasn't going to pay $600 for them, which you buy from HP or anybody else, but they just happen to be on sale. I don't even know if they're still on sale. But yeah, this, well, you have sound, the same sound system that's on the Index is on this headset, so the sound is so much better. Plus, it's got the best, beside the Primax
I've heard its
8K.
display is stunning.
It is stunning. It is completely way outclassed the Rift S. I mean, really outclasses it. And since I have not been any, see this guy running around with his medical. He just wants to screw somebody. Where'd he go? Yeah, the big thing is now taking the medical pens and overdosing people to kill them. I mean, you know, people really need to get a life. I mean, that's their ideal of fun. Okay, we're just gonna. Everything in stock that I have it's got the weapons on that they come with. Nothing's upgraded, and I'm not gonna go around and upgrade them because we're liable to have a patch tomorrow and have to go out and do it again. So. Not gonna happen. It's not gonna bother. We're gonna go out and do guess it's a bounty hunter. We'll go out and do one with the stock loadout. It's got this particular is a Pirate Gladius. It has a Gatling on the nose, M4A laser cannons on the wings. Different loadout than the stock Gladius has, or the Valiant Gladius. And they are size 3s, size 2s, because it does have gimbals on it. Comes with gimbals versus non-gimbaled weapons. It does have gimbals, but it's got Panther. I think Panther 227. No. It has M4A laser cannons, and I think it's got a 220 Gatling on the nose. So it has, this Gatling only has about 265 rounds. They really nerfed ballistics because you can't carry nothing. So it runs out very quick. So it's kind of a situational use. It's real easy to run it out of ammo. All right. Start up.
Acknowledged.
Aegis combat assist activated.
Mobile glass.
Open Mobiglass.
But it is all stock loadout. Let's see what we got here. The contract manager. I think it's bounty hunter. Tracker training permit. Where's it at? Hurston above aerial. That's not too bad. Not too far already. Mouse is way too sensitive here. All right, it's going to even track it. Son of a gun. It's actually working. Close mobile glass.
Closing Mobiglass.
We're at Everest Harbor, so that's where we logged in at Lorville. Take off.
Ascending. Retracting modules. Handing you the con.
Range.
Collecting data.
Yeah, this HP Reverb G2 is just about looking at your monitor. That's how clear it is. There may be, if you really want to get technical, I guess there may be a very, very slight screen door effect, but it's hardly even noticeable. It's so clear. Jump.
Jumping.
And trust me, the sound is so much better than what you get on any Rift nowadays. You know, the Rift, the sound system on it sucks. Don't care what anybody says. They can tell you, oh, it sounds okay. No, it doesn't. It sounds like shit compared to a headphones or even this. There is no comparison. Serviceable on a Rift. It's not good. Jump.
Jumping.
And that was the first thing I noticed besides the clarity, is just how good it sounded. Okay, this is the PTU, and half the shit in here doesn't work. See my targets, my self status over here, be the left top MFD. You'll notice there's nothing on it. It does not work now when it's on target status, so I really can't keep an eye on my shields. It's kind of, yeah, I can run out of shields and not know it. But it hasn't worked since the PTU has been live. It does still work in the PU, but different patch, of course. Jump.
Jumping.
Initiated. Quantum travel.
As I said, this Pirate Gladius does have gimbals on it, where the regular Gladius does not. But you're down a size of weapons too. And I could switch it over, but the thing about it is you got to fly everywhere nowadays to be able to buy anything, and it's just not worth my time, because you spend all your time flying in different places to outfit your ships, and it's and at 30K you're going to lose them anyway half the time, and then as soon as they patch again you're going to lose them. So it's just like chasing you're a dog chasing your tail. You ain't never going to get anywhere. Jump.
Jumping.
MVD's not working. A crucial instrument in space travel or any type of advanced travel.
Yes, like I say, there's a lot of things in this patch that just range
Collecting
just
data.
do not work. Increase missile,
Done.
increase missile,
Done.
increase missile.
Done.
Now this particular Gladius, this Pirate Gladius, it actually carries I think 12 missiles. You got 8 marksmen and I think 4 ignites. So I can fire up to 4 missiles. You can't do that on a regular Gladius unless you can switch. You can switch it over by buying the right mounts, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't come like this stock. Change view.
Roger that.
And you get the fancy red paint job. Change view.
Roger that.
Yeah, the weapons loadout is different on this ship. But as I said, this is PTU, so a lot of things are not working. Why they wouldn't build off the PU build when they're making a new build is beyond me. So we even have people standing on the seats again. So, you know, like I say, I don't understand how they develop, but why would you use a junky old build that's got all this bugs in it and then just start the bugs all over again? That's what they do. Very bad development idea. Now the 3D in this headset is no different than an Oculus. I will say that as far as the 3D. And these guys can lock on you long before you can lock on them. Something else. We're supposed to have all this range on ships, but they haven't. See, he's already got me missile locked. And I can't even begin to get a missile lock until I'm 2,000 meters, 2,500 meters. Oh, shit. Boy, he... target.
Targeting.
Here's something with your name.
Uh-oh. It's not going to missile lock, even with a short-range missile. And see, that's the Gatling, and I want to stay off of it until I have kill shots, because it does not hold many missiles. Boy, he's fast. And they still run into you again. I mean, they fixed that for the most part, but now they will run into you all over
The
again.
faithful are touting this patch as the biggest in years. What the hell is so special about it besides griefing players with a med gun?
Yeah, I'm not impressed. I think the med gun situation's a joke. You can see, you just can't. Like I say, I'm down a gun because I can't use the Gatling. It's not worth me going to collect one.
Contact.
Target.
Targeting.
There's not another one I don't see. And see, we're already down to, well, I only used 95 rounds out of the Gatling. That wasn't bad, but you almost have to, you have to reload on, almost every mission now. You can't do several at a time if you're running the Gatling guns, if you're running ballistics, because you're down firepower, especially since I'm already down to size 2 weapons. So takes more to do a kill. But that's all there is to that. Yeah, they're just like I say, the MF, you notice the first MFD never came on. I mean, it's on, but it doesn't work. So there's no way to tell what your shield situation is. And his missile lock is missile locked. I'm still missile locked. There's nobody in the area. Like I say, they take an old, from what I understand, they take old builds, and that's what they use in the PTU. Now, why would you develop an old build full of bugs and not remove the bugs first that you've already fixed? So now when this goes to PTU, it's all the old bugs they got rid of are going to be right back, because they will not fix these bugs before it's released. That's how Star Citizen develops things. Like I say, it's kind of embarrassing, I would think. Range, to have
Collecting
to keep
data.
redoing all your work. I mean, you spend all your time fixing shit you've already fixed. Come on, how stupid are you? Jump.
Jumping.
Quantum travel initiated. Quantum travel complete.
Is that Everest? No, come on. Hurston.
Activated.
I did not hit the trigger, so where does lasers come from? Nobody near me, according to radar, but that don't mean nothing. Jump.
Jumping.
Quantum travel.
But I really didn't hit the trigger, so I don't know where that came from. And the frame rate is pretty bad in the PTU. Like I say, they take old builds and then do them.
SIG filed their yearly finances in the UK, only £4.8 million left in the bank with £8.7 million in equity.
Wow. That's why they released the 400i. They need money. Didn't even have it in under development according to everybody, but they needed money that bad. So they did a sneak, I do not see Everest. Or Everest Harbor. Where might it be? Probably on the other side of the planet. Like right, no. I'm guessing. Star map.
Activating now.
And I probably won't be able to lock onto it here. Looks like it is on the other side of the planet. Come on. Jesus, see. This is just a joke. Come on, give me... Close star map.
Affirmative.
What is the 400i?
It
A
is...
passenger ship or a multi-purpose ship like the Star Runner?
It's not quite either. It's a Pathfinder, so it's an exploration ship without long-term exploration. A Pathfinder is a ship, unlike a full exploration ship that can only stay out so long, only has so many resources, and it's not made to fight. I mean, it has weaponry, but if you get attacked when you're out finding new routes, it's really designed to run because it is fairly quick for its size. In a straight line, it does not. It's faster than a Connie, but I'd say less maneuverable. And it has about half the weaponry. Not something you really want to fight in unless you have to. But I've got one. I'll pull it out here. Let's see. Star map. Let's try this again. Star map.
Activating now.
See if it'll actually, planet will show up. But it's considered a Pathfinder. See, it's not even going to work. Jesus. Planet is gone. Let's see if I can. Okay, we were probably going to see. I can't set route or nothing. Jesus, you gotta love Star Citizen. Now we're back to the damn. Not gonna let me do it. Gotta love it. Close star map.
Affirmative.
They showed of this ship instead of making the Drake Corsair? What's wrong with SIG?
They're going to still make the Corsair. I think they did this on the sly to make money, to get people, you know how people are when you buy, they got to buy things. You know what I mean? And I think that's what they did. The Corsair, they didn't have nowhere near ready, so they snuck in a new one. Nobody even know they were making this ship. This was just all done in the hush-hush. Jump.
Jumping.
So if that's all the money they got in the bank left, they did a money grab. They pushed something out the door that, you know what I mean? And you know how people are. They got to buy the new one. I mean, it's got great shields. It's got size 3 shields on it, so that part of it's better than all the other ones that have size 2, but it has half the weaponry. It's really made to run. You don't want to really fight in it. People are already talking about how it dogfights and this and that. It's, you know what? No, it's got two size 3 weapons on it, 337 Panthers. It's got 2 turrets with the same weapons on it. That have to be manned. You can't just you can't fire them from the pilot seat. It does have 16 missiles, 32 missiles. I think it's got 16 size 1, 16 size 2 missiles. Like I say, the ship is not designed to fight, and like a bigger ship, it's kind of size, I guess. It does not fly very well. It's got a lot of drift to it and stuff. You know what I mean? It's a typical big ship. Jump.
Jumping.
I mean, it's neat looking, I guess.
Are you seeing empty shelves where you live?
Empty shelves. Oh yes, yes. The transportation in this world we live in is terrible. Everything got cargo ships backed up in the ports. It's a mess. Yeah, everything's always out of stock. They just, well, see, here in the United States, range, the way they do their logistics on stores is they wait till the last minute and to depend on the industry to get them there in time so they don't run out. Well, now that everything's backed up, they can't operate that way. They don't order extra. They order the bare minimum to get by, to save, to keep having money in the, to keep money in the bank. And it's caught up with them now. They don't keep stock. Nobody keeps stock. They depend on transportation to get it to them in time. So now that they have no stock and transportation's all screwed up, they can't get stock on anything. Range.
Collecting data.
So, yeah, it's not surprising. I mean, it's just how they do business here in the United States.
Why work a 9 to 5 when you can make a fortune on the stock market and crypto markets?
Yeah, but, yeah, I'm not so sure that's a good idea. But the thing about it is, so many people are dead now. You take 1 million people out of the workforce, and you took out the people who were at most risk. You know what I mean? And now, instead of having to work 12 hours a day or for little or no money, now they can get good jobs at United States, UPS and FedEx, all the companies that pay really good money are begging for people too. Why would you go to work to drive a truck when you can go to work for UPS and get benefits and get good pay? You see what I mean? And they act like they can't figure that out. But I'm sorry, people are just taking the good jobs and they're saying, screw, I'm not going to go work at a restaurant for minimum
Are you
wage.
seeing energy price increases such as gasoline prices?
Yeah, gasoline's probably the highest here in the United States. It's been in 3-4 years. So yes. There's no really reason for that except they can do that. I mean, there is no shortage of gasoline, but once again, you know, hey, we can take advantage of a situation, so let's gouge. Contacts.
Broadcasting now.
I mean, let's be realistic. Greed runs the world. Whatever they can get away with. Close mobile glass.
Closing mobiGlass.
Yeah, whatever they can get away with is what they go for. Close comms.
Comlink closed.
Landing mode.
The landing gear is down and locked.
Now, Vorpex did a hell of an upgrade. And I will say that I no longer have to run in 3D geometry to get good 3D. I'm actually just using the normal Z buffer, and it looks really, really good. So I do not have to waste the frame rates to get the 3D anymore. I don't know what the upgrade was, but they did it, and it works really, really well. Saves a whole lot of frame rates because your graphics card doesn't have to work as hard to pull out the 3D. I do have gear down. Sometimes I forget.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Oh, it shouldn't take much to repair. Mobile glass. Mobile glass.
Open mobiGlass.
I didn't even get a chance to fire missiles. But you see how far away he was able to missile lock me? I cannot do that. You cannot get a missile lock. You cannot get a target lock till you get about 2,000, 2,500 meters. They can target you from 10K away. Now, see, what SIG did was they nerfed everybody and they didn't nerf the NPCs. You see, he was shooting missiles at me and before I could even get a lock. Exit seat.
Affirmative.
But that's typical. Star Citizen doesn't know how to make a game. What they wanted to do, I'm sure the whole idea was to make it so you couldn't dogfight at range. You had to get up close. But you know what? That's fine. I have no problem with that. But you know what? What you do to the player, you need to do to the NPC too. How are they able to attack us at that range and we can't even lock onto them? Well, see, that's CIG's line of reasoning. We don't care. Whoops.
Missile lock still don't work?
Oh, it works, but you got to be just right at the right. You got to be within, say, those size 1 missiles that I loaded up. You have to be within 1,000 to 2,000 meters, or you can't lock them. You see what I'm saying? He can lock them at 6,000, 10,000 meters away and use them, but you can't because that's the way they've set it up. You have a max range on a missile now. I think it's 2,500. But, I mean, the missiles say they have more range than that, but you can't lock a target before 2,500. As I said, they're just... size 1, size 2, you're looking at, if you use the real cheap size 1 missile, I think you can lock 750 meters away is the closest you can be to them, up to, 1,500. Like I say, it's a joke. They supposedly have all these things, but you can't use them because it doesn't work in the system. Doesn't work in the system, which is a joke. Like I say, they pretty much made whip missiles useless except situational purposes. Okay, this is the 400i. Yeah, they keep adding shit and taking away. Just what they do. And like I say, and then you have shit that just does not work. Now this is Everest Harbor. Why doesn't it look quite right? Alright. I guess it is. Just on the side. But yeah, it's typical SIG. They're just not very good developers. I mean, I know the fanboys just talk about the big story, but the fact of the matter is that, wow, mouse is way too sensitive. But they're not. Like I said, I just showed you how many things that work in the PU but don't work in the PTU. Now, 10 to 1, when they put this patch on the PU, those things will continue not to work because SIG is not known for fixing anything. I mean, it's sad, but it's true. That's how they work. See, this is a fairly good sized ship. It's probably about the length of a Connie. It's shaped different. It's an Origin, so it's sleek. It's got a special garage up here in front for, only have so much time in it. For an X1 Origin speeder bike or whatever. Here, this is a garage for the X1. If you have an X1, it's kind of neat how it opens up. We're in the dark, so. The only thing will fit in here is an X1. You cannot put a Nox in it or nothing else. Once in a while you'll get lucky and you'll get a Nox to go on it, but basically it's made just for an X1 speeder. And that's what they claim. You can't put other shit in it. But it is a garage for the X1 and that's it. And you have a cargo bay back here too, but this is just the ramp, main ramp. Whoops. Close the ramp. Storage over there, but none of it's usable right now. It opens up, but you can't actually put your guns and shit in there yet. Typical, you know, they show it to you, but you can't load guns into it. So you have gun racks, you can't use them. Just like that's the warp core or whatever you want to call it. But you can see the garage up there. If you had an X1 in it, you could see it. Yeah, a lot of storage boxes, none of them work. Typical SIG, you know. These are your components are in it, but you can't do nothing with them. As you can see, coolers, life support, and you can't open this up. So, you know, this is for stuff you can't do yet. Once again, coolers, all that shit. I forget what this is in the front end here. But it's another storage, whatever that is. Weapon capacitors, maybe, I don't know. Same thing on the other side. We're on the technical deck. There's only 2 decks. There's only one door in here. Radar. Big radar unit. This is, as I say, it's a Pathfinder, so it's an exploration ship. It holds, let's see, what's it hold? 40 SCU of cargo. So it doesn't hold a lot. You can get a Tumbril Cyclone on this if you're careful. Those are 4 escape pods. This ship is mannable by 1 person, although optimum cruise is 3. For what that's worth, there's a control. Like I say, this drops to the ground. Cargo bay. And you have an elevator here to get next deck, or you can take the stairs. Take a choice. I have no idea. They just didn't know what to do with the space there, I think. Fastest elevator in this game. Okay, this is a shower head, all that happy bullshit, where they want you to be able to take a shit. Because that's just so much great gameplay. Don't know why it's not opening. Yep, see, they even got the toilet paper roll. Shower. Oh, no, that's not a shower. What the hell's the deal with that going to be? Looks like a regular closet to me. So where's the shower, guys? Huh. You mean there's no shower in this ship? Because that sure looks like a closet to me, being... Or it is the shower and they just fucked up. Well, it's got a drain in the bottom, so you know that's the shower, but that looks like a closet hanger to me, so yeah. Typical. Did I lock the door? Might have. It's got a lock, unlock.
I've heard SIG have found a way to stop 30Ks.
That's a lie.
Do you believe it?
That's a lie. I guarantee you they happen all the time, especially in this PTU, so I don't know what they're doing with the tech. If they got it, they're not using it. Okay, door, why aren't you opening? I'm caught in my bathroom. Trash can, I guess. All right. Oh, there it is. Captain's owner's suite, captain's suite, whatever. No private bathroom. Does have a closet. See, now look inside the closet here, and it looks just like that shower. So obviously you get the wrong shit in it. Although exactly, so I don't know. You tell me. But once again, it's Star Citizen. None of this actually works because why would it? You can sit down, but that's all you can do. And of course, you can log out if you want to. Crew corner. 2 more closets. 2 bunks. Nothing fancy. Small galley. Here's your kitchen area. I did notice there's not even a microwave in here. How are you even going to cook? That's trash. Says trash. So I don't even know how you're going to cook anything in here because there is not even a microwave. So how in the hell they work that? And this is, of course, the travel thing or whatever for exploring. Of course, none of it works either, so I don't even think it lights up. Nope. Close comms. Anyway,
Comlink closed.
That's the tour. That's the whole ship. And this is the bridge. And the bridge has its problems. Now, the turrets are nice. I better get out of here before they resummon the ship. Taking up too much time. Now, the trouble with this ship is it's got a long nose on it, and they put the seat way back here. So you can't really see over the nose. Start up. Start up.
Acknowledged.
You'll notice where the crosshairs are for your guns. You spend half your time chasing your crosshairs down below the bridge of your ship. I mean, it's very bad placement for the helm chair. It should either be moved up a few feet so you can look down over it, or it should be raised higher so you can see down over it. Either way, but it's very, very bad. Very bad placement. Raise landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
Landing gear raised.
Get out here a little bit, but I don't want to get out
Thank you.
underneath the gun.
And please visit again.
Get out of everybody's way. Now, is this ship going to sit here or is it going to drift? See, you just never know with Star Citizen. Technically, the ship should maintain station. Exit seat.
Affirmative.
And we'll go play with okay, I believe this one is the top turret. This is of course you got to power it on.
Weapon. Core system deactivated.
Now I don't know if you can come on, turn back on.
Weapons active.
I don't know if you can
Origin
fire
checkpoints
missiles
at
from
your
this
service.
station.
Core system
Turret or
operational.
weapon? Let's see. Now see, this is dead. This switch doesn't work. So that answers that. And all these switches on the HUD, they don't work. That won't let me in the controls again. Come on. Don't be so mean to me. Not gonna let me. Exit seat.
Affirmative.
Yeah, I tried turning the weapon on. It didn't work. Now it's not gonna let me out of the seat. Exit seat.
Affirmative.
Okay, there's a new one. We found a bug. Yeah, see, it's not going to let me out. Wonderful. How's that for? It's not going to let, it's something that, either that or it's 30 can. Now, it could be 30 can. As you said, they did not fix 30 Ks. I don't care what anybody says or what lies they're telling. But normally when nothing will work, it's going to 30 K. I can't even get in the wheel. Nothing wrong with the mouse. My guess is 30 Ks incoming. Because I have no mouse here in this screen. Change view.
Roger that.
Let's see, you got a top turret in the back and a bottom turret in the back. You can shoot some up front with the rear turret on the bottom. The back one, you really can't. You have to see the bridge and everything is in the way for the turret. That's all the weaponry you have. Oh, let's just see. Change view. Change view.
Roger that.
And my guess is it's going to 30K here because we are stuck. Yeah. Yep, I can't make it do nothing. Can't turn power off. Yeah, nothing's working. So my guess is it's going to 30K. Exit seat.
Affirmative.
It will not even let me out of the seat. Nope. Shit. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we're within a 30K here. Much as I hate to admit it. Typical Star Citizen. But yeah, it's nothing is responding, so although it usually doesn't take this long to go into 30K. Comms. Close comms.
Comlink closed.
Yep. I don't know if it's working or not. But I've got nothing. Nope. Can't even get the wheel open. Nope. We got nothing. Oh well. No sense sitting in here complaining about it. Because it ain't going to work. Now this ship is officially lost in space.
How this company fleeced almost 500 million to produce a mess like this, I never know.
I don't understand why people keep spending money. And we're talking new money. We're not talking just recycling their credits. You know what I mean? They're buying, still spending fresh money. And I don't understand how anybody can justify spending fresh money. I mean, I don't believe anything they tell anybody anymore. And you know, I've been playing a long time, been involved a long time, but I don't believe anything they say. I have no faith that this will ever be a finished project. So I quit my spending years ago. They're just that bad at developing, is what it boils down to. I just think they're god awful. And I personally believe they're doing it on purpose. I don't think they want to finish the game. I think they got a cash cow for the next 100 years. I don't think they'll ever see this game be released. There'll always be an excuse.
Did you get controllers with your headset?
Yes, it comes with they're pretty much like Oculus touch controllers. The controllers themselves are about the same size. Here, let's see here. But the things are bigger. The rings around them. Can you see that? These are bigger than the Oculus Touch. Controllers themselves pretty much identical except for the ring. And they do light up when you have them on. But yeah, it comes with controllers. Yeah, it came with everything. I mean, for the $450 price, you know, you would think maybe they left something out, but they didn't. It came with a complete package. Yeah, for $450, I thought it was a good price. It's worth it. I was not going to pay $600 for one. But I definitely, for $450, I paid $400 for my Rift S, what, 2-3 years ago? Whenever it first came out, it's when I bought the Rift S. And I paid the same price for my original Oculus when it originally released. So for $450, a $50 price increase is well worth $50. Is it worth $150 more in the Quest 2? Well, it depends what you're playing. If you're a simulator person like me, Microsoft Flight Sim, Star Citizen, racing, it puts the Quest to shame. First of all, your Quest is great if you want a portable game. But if you want to use a high-tech game like Microsoft Flight Simulator, Quest 2 sucks. And the reason it sucks is because you either have to hook it up to Wi-Fi or you have to use their Oculus Link to run it. And if you do, when you're running a high game that takes a lot out of your graphics card, the Quest 2 can't keep up over its Wi-Fi link. So it micro-stutters constantly. That's been the complaint about it. It's not that it's not a good look, it doesn't look good. It's that you have terrible frame rates because you got micro-stuttering. So it depends on what you're going to use it for. If you just want something to play, like your Lone Echo 2, it'd run just fine on a Quest 2. And they probably made it to run on a Quest 2. But high-tech games that aren't made to run on the headset themselves, that you got to use a link or Wi-Fi to be able to hook up your computer. Well, see, most headsets, VR headsets, hook up the graphics card on DisplayPort directly. The graphics card does the work. Well, that's not how a Quest 2 works. The Snapdragon module in it does the work. Well, let's be realistic. Snapdragon ain't gonna run Microsoft Flight Simulator. It can't even handle the video feed. You see what I'm saying? It can't keep up with it. Too much information. Now, will they eventually solve that problem on the Quest 2? Well, they probably will. You know what I mean? It's not that they won't. Sooner or later, they probably will solve that problem. But as of right now, the Quest 2 is not a good game for high-tech simulators. Not a good headset. It's not that it's not pretty enough. It's just that you can't get rid of the micro stutters because you can't transfer that much information, the game information, over the Wi-Fi, over the...
What's the refresh rate of the HP Reverb?
90. It is 90. Where the Index has more, I think it's 120. But this is 90. So it's more than a regular Rift. I understand the Quest 2 is over 90 now. They put in something in there that they got the refresh rate. But let's be realistic. Refresh rate when you're playing Beat Saber is not the same when you're playing Microsoft Flight Simulator or even this game in Vorpex. You see what I'm saying? I wasn't interested in another Quest, Oculus, just because of Facebook. I wasn't going to join Facebook just so I could use my VR headset, and they want to know whenever I'm using it. And not only that, I gotta connect to my phone to use the damn thing. I mean, why would I want a VR headset? I got a call on my telephone. You see what I'm saying? I mean, I know why Facebook did it. You know, they want to know. They want more information. Sure, I know why they did it, but yeah, I'm not interested. Yeah, no, I wouldn't have paid, even after having one now. I don't think it's not $200 better than my Rift S. Do you see what I'm saying? But it's $50 better, by far. You know what I mean? I would, I wouldn't have paid $600. That's why I hadn't paid $600. It's not that I couldn't, just that I wouldn't. Didn't think it was worth it. But is it $50 improvement? Oh my God, yes. Between the sound and the clarity, you know. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, it's pretty much looking just like you're looking at your monitor, you know. I've got a 1440p monitor and it looks pretty much the same. I mean, it may be, and I could probably screw around with that, it may be a little, I don't want to say cloudy, but it's not cloudy. I don't know, maybe everything is distinct. It may not be quite as bright, I guess, is the word I want to say. I don't know. Just lifting it up and looking at my monitor and putting it back down, you know, it's pretty much the same. I mean, unlike a Rift 2, you could really tell the difference between looking at your monitor and then looking in the headset because of the screen door effect. And
more helicopters are coming to Flight Simulator.
Yeah, they have to.
The Apache is also coming to DCS World, but at a premium.
Yes, they already got a Black Hawk, a freeware Black Hawk, and the other one that the Navy version is. I forget what it's called, Sky something. That freeware is already up. It's not finished, but it's good enough to fly it. So, yep. And Microsoft's got their own helicopter coming in, too. I'm not sure when it'll release. I don't think it'll be, maybe next World Update. We got another patch coming up here for Microsoft Flight Sim, the end of the month sometime. Supposed to fix the pop-ins we got now from Xbox update. You know, on Xbox they had to cheapen some settings to make it run at frame rate. Trouble is, they did it all, so we got the pop-ups too on the PC where we got the equipment to handle it. So they're going to, they're giving us extra sliders and stuff to put it back the way it was before the Xbox update to fix it, to fix the pop-ins. I'm not sure what all they're adding into it, but I know we got a helicopter coming from Microsoft, and an airborne taxi, a flying taxi, something else we have coming in from Microsoft, an air taxi, a flying taxi, whatever you want to call it. So, yeah, this next patch is about pretty much fixing what they destroyed on the PC for the Xbox. And they didn't destroy anything, they just made it just not quite as detailed because they had to make it run on an Xbox, and they're going to give us the ability to turn that back. All that stuff they turned off, they're giving us switches to turn it back on if we want to, if we choose. I happen to like long loads, LODs, because I don't want to see things pop up in the distance. So those I'll definitely turn back on. Some of it you won't even notice, I'm sure. But you notice things that pop up, you know. Oh, the other big feature here that they talk about is the inventory system. Alright, now we have an inventory system now. Now, the trouble is the inventory system is all local. This is what I have available at this station or around the Hurston area. If I go anywhere else, all this would be empty. You see that? Everything would be empty. If I go to Crusaders, I have nothing in the local inventory. So if I buy something here, I have to actually be able to put it in a ship storage and transport it. At this time, you have things like ship gear. To get gear for your ship, I just can't go buy it, then come back to my ship and put it in. I have to have my ship there to be able to install it. So, say I went out to Alisar and I bought a cooler, a weapons cooler, for a certain ship. Well, the only way I can use that weapons cooler is to get in that ship and fly there and put it in. Even if I own it, it's only good at that locality. So, say I wanted to put a different suit on, I can only put a suit on where I have it. So, like here, you'll see stuff here, I can put any of this on. But if I was anywhere else, I couldn't use any of it. See, everything is local now. All your inventory is local. And since it's such a pain in the ass to move things anywhere, I don't know how they think that's going to work out. This is another one of their big fixtures. Oh, we have improved inventory system. No, you don't. Nothing was wrong with the old one as far as I was concerned. You had, when you bought gear, you could use it anywhere. Now you can't. And I guess it's more realistic this way. That, yeah, I guess if I got a suit in New York, I can't put it on here, you know what I mean? But your ship's only, unless you got a big ship, you can only carry so much. It takes nothing to fill your ship up. Backpacks, they made a big thing about, oh, we got new backpacks. So what? They don't hold nothing. Say I want to carry an extra piece of armor. I can't. They won't fit in the backpack. You see what I'm saying? The storage, most of the storage compartments on the ships don't work. You know, they always talked about, oh, these are weapons racks. Oh, these are armor racks. So what? They don't work. You can't use them. So they put in this inventory system, and they don't have any means to transport stuff. See, like I say, that's typical SIG. Put the cart before the horse. As I showed you, I walked in that 600i, all that stuff. None of it works. The Gladius I have.
The localized inventory system is going to be a bane for most players.
It is. People hate it. They hate it. And the reason is because they can't move anything anywhere. Well, I don't want it there. You know what I mean? I got to buy it there because that's the only place they sell it, but they can't move it. You see what I'm saying? Unless you put it on, you know, or you just take one or two pieces at a time, you can't get it anywhere. Ship storage is not much because you don't get the cargo hold. You know, it's not like you can get a Caterpillar and say, oh, I got 400,000 CU. You know, you don't. You got storage space. And it's not very big. So you can only carry it a little bit at a time. That inventory I just showed you, I hate to tell you that will all not fit on a ship. Even a ship like the 400i, I cannot actually get all that in the ship. And that ain't that much stuff, and most of it's just little bitty shit. You know what I mean? But it will not fit in the ship. Because you can't use the cargo hold. Every ship has a certain amount of personal storage space, and that's all you get to use on it. You don't get to use the full amount. Like I say, they shouldn't have put that in until they had the ships fixed. But, you know, that's not the way SIG looks at it. And as you said, the big thing is now people like to run around with their medical gun, overdosing people. Boy, isn't that fun? Isn't that gameplay? You know. And I really can't blame SIG for that. That's just people's stupidity. That they think that's how to play. You know. I would have never even thought about doing that. You know. Why would I even think about shooting somebody up with drugs? Thinking that was fun. I would, like I said, I would have never thought of that. Just goes to show you how crazy the world is. That's what they find fun. Go around and grief people. And let's see. Yeah, they got your things here. Whoops. We just got stuck. Oh, we just 30K. 30K. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here for a while. I'm gonna go get me some dinner, Weiser. I'm getting hungry. Getting hungry. Yep. And one thing about a 30K, you can't just go back in the game. You'll see the screen here. If I tried to re-enter the game, it would go into an infinite loop, loading loop, but it'd never get in the game. So you actually have to close the game, close the launcher, and then restart everything to be able to get back in. Every 30K. And that was actually a pretty long time that I was on that. I didn't 30K. Normally 30K is about every 30 minutes. Sad but true. So, that's the new patch. Not a whole lot. You know, I don't know why they think it's so big. I don't know. I could say I don't know. I wasn't all that.
Won't
impressed.
ship cargo be localized as well? That's gonna be a backbreaker for the physics grids.
Yes, like I say, they once again cart before the horse. I don't know how they do things, but yeah, everything's local now in the area you're at. You know, and I guess truthfully that's realistic. You got shit in Australia, you sure as hell can't use it in the United States, you know. So I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem with, well, yeah, but see, nowadays I can move shit from Australia to the United States. You can't in Star Citizen. See, you put in the logistics and then you do the shit, but they didn't bother putting in the logistics. So I don't know. Okay, bud, I'm gonna get out of here for now. I may be back later, or I may not. I can only do so much Star Citizen at a time, as much as I hate to say it. But we'll see you later, bud.